All right, so we made it down into Melbourne and we're just stopped in at Brave Brook Eatery and having a latte and a toasty, waiting for the toasty to show up. It's this like square, kind of looks like French toast. I had one a few days ago. Comes with egg and bacon and cheese, just kind of like a strudel, really good. And I got my latte on this yellow cup. Pretty cool spot, just hanging out on the couch currently. And I booked a stay in an Airbnb for a couple nights here. My take on Melbourne driving in, a lot of graffiti on the highway. It looks like an older city, a little different than Sydney for sure. But it just got here, so not a lot of expectations. It's Easter. I'm gonna try to make my way to 12 Apostles for sunset. It's about 2 hours or so from where I'm at currently. But yeah, I got an Airbnb so I can do some laundry here, and then I've been sleeping in the car the last 3 nights, so I just want to be able to have a bed, catch up on laundry, catch up on rest, and then go from kind of from there. It's about 9 hours, give or take, to get back to Sydney, and that's where I'm flying out of to go over to New Zealand in Christchurch. So right now, just easing into the Sunday, and then going to kick things off with starting some of the adventures over here in Melbourne. They got some waterfalls and national parks and things, so we're waiting for that. All right, so we just got to the Airbnb, been here for a few hours, did a little bit of laundry, got caught up on that, and then just went to the store. It is Easter, and I'm here for 2 days. Found a really nice Airbnb for the price. So I just went to the store and grabbed some food, got some Australian Pinot Grigio, and just gonna make some stir fry, got some veggies, and just gonna kind of chill out, listen to some music, sip some wine, and just enjoy. But check out this Airbnb. This place is pretty lovely. And this only was about $47 a night. The outside, little patio. Big living room. Huge space when you walk in. Really excited about this stay. Definitely worth the money. And they had 5-star reviews. So we're gonna make dinner and again, just kind of hang out. And this is a shared Airbnb, so there's a couple other roommates here, and that's okay. It's affordable, so we're excited and we're gonna make some dinner. Got the Hidden Woods Pinot Grigio from Australia. I always love just a nice white wine. Let's give it a little taste. Not too bad. All right, let's see if we can start making the dinner. All right, let's get this started. A little bit of vegetable oil. It's always nice to be able to cook a meal when you're out traveling. It just feels wholesome, gives you a little bit of feelings of being home again. Got some fresh red onion. Yeah, and the grocery store I found was only about 7 minutes away from the Airbnb, and they sold the wine and liquor there too. It was funny because I'm not really sure about ID check and all that, so when I pulled out when I was buying the liquor, I was like asking the guy, "Do you need some ID?" He's like, "Oh no, you're good." So I showed him my passport anyways, but I was expecting to get checked. I was gonna do tacos, but decided to just kind of keep it with the stir fry. And the prices aren't too bad for grocery shopping. It was 42 Australian, so that's roughly a little over 20, close to 30 almost. And the wine was about like $8 or $9, so nothing too crazy. Just throwing in the red onions. And we got some broccolini. Throw those in. Yeah, this definitely is probably one of the nicest Airbnbs I've stayed in, and just in general, let alone for the price. And it's about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes outside of Melbourne. I don't really have a lot of plans to go down to the city, but tomorrow I'm gonna make my way to the 12 Apostles, and out there's a bunch of different national parks and waterfalls again, so. And I'm here till Tuesday, and then gonna start making my way back up north. I have to drop the car off by Friday at noon, so it's only about 9 hours, 8 hours away from where I'm at. Got the veggies coming in. We got the meat. Meat wasn't priced too bad either. $9.50 Australian, so it's like around $4 or $5. It's pretty good. Alright, gonna throw in the meat. And I learned to cook from my dad. We were always having home cooked meals, and we'd eat out too. It was kind of a treat to have both. But he kind of showed me the basics. He was a cook when moved out to Colorado. That's actually where he met my mom, at a bakery, and so I kind of learned from him and have kind of come up with my own things like that I like to make. We had a lot of wholesome food, a lot of meat, potatoes, salad, veggies, ending with banana splits and butter pecan ice cream. So, the biggest thing he told me was to just watch the food. You can't start cooking and walk off. You gotta be there to entertain it, and don't cook it on super high because you don't want it to burn. Veggies. It's not even like we left home. And the first dish, home cooked. It's really good. It's nice. It's nice and light. I'm loving it though. Got a nice sunshine. coming in, warming it up, and just kind of relaxing. Today's a day of just relaxing. Sometimes you have to take those moments. I did work on another YouTube vlog, put that together and uploaded that today, so that was good. And yeah, just showered and caught up on laundry and just kind of catching up on rest, and just gonna hang out for the night. Nothing too crazy. Get up in the morning and start hitting some of the landscape stuff again. And yeah, it's been good. It's nice to relax. Much needed after the long drives the last few days. And this morning we are over at the Heavenly Queen Temple, and this is in Melbourne. Really cool spot. Just really excited about the temple itself. They have some incense burning, and I really don't understand a lot of what I'm witnessing, but just trying to be respectful of the space and to be quiet and just kind of walk around and admire the temple itself. It's gonna be a great spot to get some photos. So the Heavenly Queen, so this is a Chinese temple, and this is one of the statues of her. And the Heavenly Queen herself. Pretty special place. Nice to see a different culture and those that come to pray and to worship. Haven't seen something like that before, so still trying to figure out all of it, but really unique and a special place to be in the temple. Of the Heavenly Queen. So I made it to this pier lookout. I saw this on Google, and we're kind of trying to catch some of the sunset. The clouds are pretty heavy right now. You can kind of see a little bit of the sunset back there. So we're just trying to hope for it to break a little bit at the very bottom. But you can take a look and see back here. There's all these wood posts and a lot of fishermen. That's a kind of a crazy spot to be fishing, to not get your line tied up in there. So they must be used to kind of going through and doing all that. Got the birds flying by. I think we might be able to have just a little bit of sunset coming through at that very bottom of the cloud. So this is the Princess Pier in Melbourne, and at the port of Melbourne. And princes, I'm trying to figure out how to say it instead of princess, princes. That was a long highway that I took in kind of all the way down from Sydney, so that highway goes for a long time, kilometers. I wonder if I'm thinking that there's some correlation to the naming on that. Might get lucky. All right, we're gonna see if we can get a couple shots of this before the sunset.